All right, Anne. It's been great chatting with you so far. You and I briefly discussed your professional experience, went over the role as well. I want to start the interview with really highlighting your key achievements as well as a few of your skill sets here. So to kind of highlight some job titles as well that you have worked with or in would be you've worked as a procurement manager, you worked as a purchasing agent, and you've worked as a office manager for, well over 10 years. I might have that incorrect. You can go over it. But just highlighting your key titles here. And I would love for you to kind of give me a rundown when it comes down to your office management experience, as well as your executive or administrative assistant experience, please.
Okay. My name is Anne Romero. I've been working since I was 14 years old. I'm well over that. Anyway, I started out as I've had many years, at least 30 years of office management experience in various industries in the course of, working all these years. Um, from office management, that's, from answering phones to managing the CEO's calendar, where he needs to go next, planning events and promotions, helping generate additional revenue to the company. But then I also got trained as a project manager in construction or a procurement manager from a transit authority doing local and federal funding, being certified in public and basic purchasing, on into various little mom and pops, furniture stores, the last one being for a marine company, manufacturing company, where they fabricated various items. Now, as my office manager position or assistant office manager position in that last position, it was more of I was doing the office manager's position. And it was writing all standard operating procedures, all SOPs for every department, whether it be the engineering department, quality assurance, fabrication, the production company, and then my job itself. So should, anything happen in life, someone would be able to step in and do that job successfully. But also I was the internal HR, onboarding, benefits package, um, also terminations, submitting those to corporate. The other thing that they didn't have was a procurement department, and that's purchasing. There's a lot of small mom and pop shops that then they tend to grow. And with that growth, they need a proper reconciliation of what they're spending. That's their overhead. So with that, the company, I was able to create an actual procurement department, being able to submit requisitions from various departments, making sure that they're within that threshold, or getting cost comparisons from 3 different vendors. But it wasn't just putting that procurement in place for this office, it was also for corporate. So making sure that filing was done, moving on up from paper files into electronic files. There's just a variety of office management. So helping office run efficiently is normally what I do, what I love to do, making sure that it just runs smoothly, being that second right-hand man when the plant manager or the CEO can't be, or they're overwhelmed, helping them organize themselves so it's less on their plate and it's handled in a timely manner.
Absolutely. And that was very, very well said. And, being able to be liaison as well for different departments is part of the job as well. Being able to create those SOPs like you did, even for your own role, in the case, God forbid anything happened at that time. You've really been able to highlight your skill set with both the office management experience, which you have well over 30 years, as you mentioned, in that role, as well as the administrative assistant role. I want to ask you, have you ever had to handle any scheduling conflicts? And how did you go about that? And also, how did you ensure that meetings were ran smoothly?
Every meeting, going back to my last position for the 2 years that I was there, all of the meeting minutes were handled. It was scheduled Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays at a certain time. If it needed to be rescheduled due to production needs, then it would be rescheduled and then accommodate for that. For certain events, making sure they were on time everything happened when it was supposed to happen was key, because if not, then it just kind of delayed other factors within that day, and it affected all departments. So making sure that proper scheduling is absolutely important.
Absolutely, and I agree with that, especially because we know how meetings can be, and scheduling those meetings
Mhm.
accordingly so that it doesn't fall into the next meeting. So that was well said. And now I would like to know, what kind of systems have you utilized in your
Um,
past?
oh my goodness, whatever systems. There's all kinds of Oracle-based systems.
Yes.
I do have electronic dictations where I record those and then they're transcribed, so anybody can ever go back and read those many minutes on what was said, just so that they can either one, make a proper to-do list and follow through on all of those, from initial startup to final completion.
Absolutely. That sounds amazing. And tell me, what skill sets do you have that would make you stand out to other candidates who have applied to this role as well?
I'm versatile. I learn systems within a week to 2 weeks, and I take notes on everything in order for me to be successful in my position and be able to assist others. It's important that I do that just for myself, because I have a very strong work ethic, and I have to be successful so that the company is successful and help them build.
Yeah, that's right. I agree with you completely. And that's a very strong trait to have when it comes to, especially this role. It's basically essential to have a strong work ethic because you're leading a team and they see that in you. So it's also motivational as well.
And
Um,
every day is never the same. You've got to
yes.
be able to roll with the punches, because you never know what's going to happen from the morning to the afternoon.
That's right. It's ever changing, unfortunately, but fortunately, some of us are built to handle and tackle those
Right.
situations. Well, and it's been lovely chatting with you so far this afternoon. I'm going to stop the recording, but don't hang up on me quite yet. I want to continue chatting with you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome.